I often get asked, where do you find ideas? And Leonard Cohen, the singer, said if I knew where songs came from, I'd go there more often. And but there are certain things I try. One is just facing it head on and opening up a sketchbook with a blank sheet of paper. Basically, it's a bit like getting the big boulder moving. In a way, if you're starting from nothing, you have to come up with ideas. You got this big boulder, and you have to start to get it rolling a little bit, and then it gets faster and faster as it goes down the hill. And so to do that, I'll maybe start to write down some words around the subject matter so that I'm trying to think of an idea on, and that helps me focus, because the mind is previously like thinking, getting distracted. Focus is very important to me to find ideas, which is difficult because I'm quite a distracted person. But get my sketchbook, write down some ideas, then some words, maybe some sentences, maybe some memories, just to start thinking. And then I might start to draw some objects. And they'll be very messy. These are very messy because they're just for me. They're just like little lines or circles or arrows, or maybe draw an object. And quite often I'll hit on an okay idea. It's okay. I can tell, for me, it's okay. It's not brilliant, but it's okay. Then I'll keep on going. So I'll get a page of okay ideas. Then maybe I'll do something else, and then I'll come back to it, and I'll review the drawings, the words, and I'll think that okay idea. Quite often, if I change something about it, or add something, or develop it, I can make it into a much better idea. So in a way, the thing about people worry about coming up with great ideas straight away, and that pressure, there is a value to okay ideas. Slightly disappointing ideas is fine, because it's just getting the boulder moving a little bit, and you can grow and develop the ideas rather than hope that a big idea is going to plop down in your head and go straight. Sometimes you might be lucky, but mostly I'd say start small, work up, start talking to people about your ideas. I mean, that's another issue. Thinking by yourself or thinking as a team. And I know it was a big thing, like team thinking, like brainstorming, but I never really bought into it myself. I think you need to be a confident person. Shy people lose out in brainstorming activity. And also, I think there's a value. What I think is good is everybody, maybe you have a meeting, discuss what the challenge is, but then everybody goes away, thinking time by themselves, come up with some thoughts, ideas, even if they're just okay, then come together, share those ideas, build on those as a group, but then go maybe away, work individually. There is definitely a value of working in groups and creative thinking, because you can't know everything, and you show something to one person and they might spark an idea. It's brilliant. But I do think there is a value to quiet time, thinking, hard focused thinking with your ideas. And that's what I tend to do mostly. Yeah.
Thanks, Dominic. And it that dovetails as well with so we had in my last but one school, I've moved around a lot. I was in Bangkok, and we had a guy called Ian Gilbert come to talk to our school. I don't know if you've come across him. No. Probably not. No, he's an educator, so outside of education, you probably wouldn't have heard of him. But he has a company that has lots of educational thinkers within it, independent thinking worldwide, I think. And he's developed a thing called thunks, which are like problems. It's kind of like problems that can't be solved. So you can kind of discuss them collaboratively, but there's no right answer. It's just it's like philosophy for learning. You're having a discussion about it. But he said very similarly to what you were sharing. So he modeled a kind of lesson with a group of children, and we got to observe that and then kind of debrief with him. And he said somebody picked up, there were some children not speaking. And he said, oh, don't underestimate the children who aren't speaking. They're thinking of all kinds of creative things. And like, I found that really powerful, because I think as teachers, sometimes you stress if you're not getting that verbal feedback, but actually kind of what you're sharing as well is that's okay. And there's a lot going on. And perhaps you can do that in other ways, like visually. You've talked a lot about sketching things out or on a one-to-one basis instead of that collaborative kind of brainstorming situation. So that's really helpful.
Yeah.